Hey guys, how's it going? Today I want to speak about the subject of, is it good to go down the rabbit hole? Well, you've heard this saying, right? Rabbit hole? Well, it refers to the fact of looking into a subject and diving into it so deeply that you get lost. And it's actually not that hard to do, especially now with internet. You can just literally go onto your laptop, your phone, and just surf the web and find all this information, all these beautiful websites. Some are a lot of bullshit and some are great. But at the same time, you have to realize that going down the rabbit hole can give you a lot of bad information too. And in the olden times, it was also possible to go down the rabbit hole because you could read books, and usually a lot of books that were in the library. First of all, in order to write a book that was published and all that, usually it was a little bit harder to do. So at least the information given was most of the time a little more correct, except if it's a really, really small printing or they photocopied it or whatever. And then obviously from one country to the other, you know how they say, the person who wins the war is the person who actually writes history. So depending on what language you would read it in or from what country you would get the book, you could actually get information that's kind of skewed and different. So already there, sometimes information was wrong. But nowadays, if you really want to go down the rabbit hole, you can look for the deep web and all these things and look for all these myriads of information that can actually give you all this stuff, and you might be like, okay, which is kind of interesting because basically for almost every subject, what's funny is that you can find basically the answer that you want. So it could be, a good example is flat earthers. If you want to find information telling you why the earth is flat, you're going to find a ton of websites telling you that the earth is flat. And then if you want to look at other things, other websites that tells you that the earth is spherical, well, you're going to be able to find that information too. And now, how are you going to be able to judge which one is right and which one is wrong? Well, I usually say that the scientific prospect is the best, and usually you want to look at stuff that is backed up by really, really known institutes and stuff like that. But even then, at the same time, the bigger institutes sometimes have their own reasoning of telling things in a certain way about a certain illness or about a certain research or whatever it is, because that's what they decided was the best thing to tell the public in order to make money, because they're also business institutes. But usually, more so than not, if you do look for the right information in the right places that are at least known to have been correct, you will usually get the right information. So if I were to look for the shape of the earth, I would probably look into NASA and look at scientific, renowned scientific people who have been known to have done good on this earth. And then I'd probably come out with the conclusion, yes, the earth is spherical. And I just picked a subject that was simple because anybody who's has common sense will know that the earth is spherical. But yet there's a lot of people that like to look at all these conspiracy theories and all that, just because in reality the thing is that it's fun to read about alien kidnappings, and it's fun to read about conspiracies here and there, because it's kind of like, oh, you're like an investigator looking at something. But I'll say most of the time it's utter BS. But anyways, that's what I had to say on the subject. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.